past. In your case, you got 40 seconds, but you said working ahead a little bit. Have you had any kind of pseudo practices where you're watching something and you're trying to, visualize it mentally?
Sure. I think even more important than visualize is you have to verbalize it. There's a lot of language that goes into the way we play and what we do, and changing personnel, changing formations, changing people's identities within formations, motions, shifts, right? Something as simple as making sure that your call matches the hash you're on. Those are pretty important things. So to do all that, I think a really good exercise, and I learned this from Tom Moore. Tom Moore did this as a play caller. You talk about a guy called a lot of plays, did it for a long time, at a really high level for some great players and some great teams. Every Saturday when he was in the hotel, he would watch college games, and he would go through his calls as the situations arose. So we've got mountains of video. We certainly have a lot of TV copies on video, and just going through those is very helpful. The situations come up organically, and the way they would within the flow of the game. The hashes change, penalties occur, sudden changes, all those things. So you're just trying to process all those things and then go through the exercise actually calling the game in our language.
Are you on the field and is Ken in the booth? Is that how that's going on?
Well, we're just trying to work through that, and I think there's some real positives to either side. If you're in the booth, it's a more surgical approach, a little bit less emotion is involved. Right. If you're on the field, you get a pretty good pulse on the game and a good feel for it, and that's where I prefer to be as a coach. I prefer to be there as a play caller, but I'm open to both. I think what we need to do is figure out what's best for the team, and that's me being in a position to make calls without being overcome by emotion. And if I can't do that on the field, then I'll move upstairs right away.
Could you see a situation where two quarterbacks playing a game?
Sure, yeah. If one guy gets hurt, the next guy will.
So without injuries, could you see that?
Yeah, I'm not ready to rule that out. I don't think we can ever rule that out. I would be irresponsible to sit here and tell you something's never going to happen, right? But I can tell you this, we would prefer not to do that. I don't think a platoon quarterback system is really good for a football team. We've had some experience with that in the past. I can't think of any example for us where it's been a real beneficial thing, or we've reached a consensus to it.
Okay.
So we'd prefer not to do that. But again, Pat, I wish I could tell you something will never happen. I've learned enough now to not make proclamations like that.
Because it could be a case where you don't know until you see him out there on the field.
Could be a little bit. We went through that with CJ to some extent. CJ never really won the job. CJ never really won that competition as clean as you would have liked. But eventually we had to do what we thought was best for the football team. And that was to push him ahead. And, I thought Jake handled it extremely well. I'm very happy for his success, as CJ's. Worked out for all parties involved. But at the end of the day, we have to do what we think is best for our football team.